I returned to my book, and the return, as I say, teshuvah in Hebrew, which is the return, which is also a new beginning as a way of thinking spiritually, was really my homage to my father and my parents' heritage of striving to perfect the best of humanity, even though you're surrounded by the worst of humanity, and to overcome obstacles in the face of adversity, and even to create art in the face of adversity. And somebody asked me, what do I think my message is? And I realized that I, in a way, as their descendant, their daughter, was doing the same thing in the midst of my incredible pain that I'm enduring now with the cancer and other complications, health complications. I'm still creating art that my intention is to, through my works of art, to uplift humanity and raise consciousness and let people know the importance of expressing their love during their lifetime, telling their stories during their lifetime, sharing their lives openly and with full heart. And my father's motto was always, forgive, but don't forget. He was an extraordinary man who had an advanced thinking, even in those days when people were hating and focusing on revenge and hating the Germans. My father was always forward-looking to find a better way to approach life, to not be filled with hatred and the need for revenge or blame, but to create from nothing, to start over again, and be responsible for everything in your life. And so in writing the book, I got to discover new resources for myself, and I hope I've written them as well as I can for the public to understand about the art of survival, as I say. The book shows the endurance of love, the very far-reaching, lasting impact of war, and the influence of family, and mostly the art of storytelling, how it's important to tell the story, and that it's the story that lives on. We may not live on, but it's the stories we leave behind for others to remember us by. How we live our life, the stories of our lives, that's what's going to live on. And I just got a call today from somebody in Israel who had to reach out to me, who heard about the book and from somebody's email and bought the book and read it and said, thank you so much for writing this, because even as a father, you write about a father-daughter story. I'm learning new things and getting insights about my relationship with my daughters. So yes, this is a book in two voices. It's a book written from my perspective of how I dealt with growing up as a daughter of the Holocaust, so to speak, understanding that I'm not the only daughter of the Holocaust, but as a Jewish woman, there are also Nazi daughters of the Holocaust who have suffered guilt and blame and haven't had the quality of life that they would have just because of the sins of their fathers. And I write about just the way that I want all of us to understand the importance that we are all one, that enemies come and go, triumph comes and goes, but ultimately we're all connected, and we should all respect one another and all understand that there are circumstances beyond which go on hereditary or heritage or history or anything like that, and just look towards just the higher purpose of what we're here to do on this planet, and that is to express love, to feel love, and to spread the love, and mostly through that to forgive but don't forget, and learn from the stories from the past, and learn how to be better, not to blame, but how to improve the quality of everybody's life. So I encourage you to read No Goodbyes, which of course is ironically named because in my family tradition it was no goodbyes. People didn't have a chance to say goodbye. I even didn't have a chance to say goodbye to my mom, who died of ovarian cancer when I was pregnant with my first child. And for some wonderful Yiddish superstition reason, decided not to tell me, because she was in South Africa and I was in America. So I only found out that she was dead after the fact. So even as I called this book No Goodbyes, before I knew that I was going to be stricken with cancer, I am now stopping the tradition and making sure that I say my goodbyes to everybody. My thank yous, my no regrets, my appreciation, my love for everybody, my family, my beautiful sister who's been taking care of me recently, and to all the wonderful people who have reached out to me and expressed their love and appreciation. And just so that you know, there are no goodbyes. There's just forevers. So thank you for listening to this, and read the book. Tell other people about the book. No Goodbyes by Naava Piatka.